It's a new day, it's a new morning to start a great and helpful topic. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the online talk show ng Bayan. This is The Buzz. And today, we're going to talk about the Dswd'S Convergence strategy, which is the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, or the 4Ps, the Sustainable Livelihood Program, or the SLP, and the Kapit Bisig Laban sa Kahirapan Comprehensive and Integrated Delivery of Social Services, or the Kalahi-SIDS. And today, we're here to identify what are the Dswd'S convergence strategy, to know what are the goals of the Department of Social Welfare and Development and implementing this strategy, and to identify what is 4Ps, what is SLP, and what is Kalahi-SIDS. This is Princess Daniela, your host for today, and again, welcome to Gabaz! So before we finally start, let us have our motivation or the icebreaker for today. So according to Anne Frank, no one has ever become poor by giving. Tama nga naman. The Department of Social Welfare and Development, or the DSWD, is mandated by the law to develop, administer, and implement comprehensive social welfare programs designed to uplift the living conditions and empower the disadvantaged children, youth, women, older persons, persons with disabilities, families in crisis or at risk, and communities needing assistance. The DSWD Convergence Strategy seeks to harmonize common project activities of the three core social protection programs so that impact and efficiency towards poverty reduction may be improved. It seeks to improve services and infrastructure, which facilitates financial access of the poor communities. The Department of Social Welfare and Development, or the DSWD, as the lead agency in the social welfare and development sector, has implemented three core social protection programs. First is the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, or the 4Ps. Second is the Kapit Bisig Laban sa Kahirapan Comprehensive and Integrated Delivery of Social Services, or the Kalahi-SIDS. And third is the Sustainable Livelihood Programs, or the SLP, which are all aimed at improving the level of well-being of poor household in the country and are also construed as a direct response to a Millennium Development Goals, or the MDGs, call to halve poverty incidence by 2015. The three core programs of DSWD, namely the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program, the Sustainable Livelihood Program, and the Kapit Bisig Laban sa Kahirapan Comprehensive and Integrated Delivery of Social Services, supports the integration of WASH with the assistance of World Bank Water and Sanitation Program to improve understanding and providing access to sanitation to the poor and vulnerable sectors of our society. Through complementation of resources, this initiative seeks to address one key issue that will have a positive impact on the attainment of the department's strategic goal and improving the level of well-being of 2.3 million Pantawid Pamilyang participants. Cognizant of the pressing need to promote a streamlined approach for a more effective and efficient poverty reduction strategy, the Department of Social Welfare and Development launched the Convergence Strategy, dubbed as Tatsulok or Tatlong Sulo Laban sa Kahirapan, which maximizes the complementary aspects of the department's three core social protection programs, which in sum provides parallel micro and macro level interventions to address poverty. The convergence strategy revolves around six themes. First is targeting the beneficiary. Second is social facilitation and community mobilization. Third is social case management. Fourth is the local government unit or the LGU and CSO's engagement. And fifth is the capability building. And sixth is the monitoring and evaluation. So in short, ang tatlong solo laban sa kahirapan ay ginawa ng DSWD para maibsan ang kahirapan sa ating bansa. So today, I invited 6 persons to explain and make us understand the 3 core programs of DSWD. We have Ms. Honey Joy Liguro together with her partner Mr. Safat Landas to explain the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program. Ms. Jessa Hinampas together with Mr. Paul Hapos for SLP. And Ms. Chriselle Granza with her partner Michelle Galendas to explain the Kalahi Seeds. And now, let's welcome Miss Honey and Mr. Safat of 4Ps. Let us give them a round of applause, please.
Good day everyone, I am Honey Joy B. Ligoro. For today's video, I'm going to share with you guys what is 4Ps. The Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program or 4Ps is a human development measure of the national government that provides conditional cash grants to the poorest of the poor to improve the health, nutrition, and education of the children aged 0 to 18. It is patterned after the Conditional Cash Transfer or CCT schemes in Latin American and African countries which have lifted millions of people around the world from poverty. The program is implemented by the Department of Social Welfare and Development with the Department of Health, the Department of Education, and the National Economic and the Development Authority as partners. So, ang 4Ps ay isang sukatan sa pag-unlad ng tao sa pamamagitan ng pambansang pamahalaan na nagbibigay ng pera upang maiunlad ang kanilang nutrisyon, kalusugan, at edukasyon ng mga batang may edad na 0 to 18. So, ang 4Ps ay isang malaking tulong sa ating mga mahihirap upang mapatuloy natin ang ating pamumuhay sa pang-araw-araw. What are the main goals of 4Ps? The 4Ps has dual objectives as the flagship poverty alleviation program of the Aquino administration, which are social assistance and social development. Social assistance is giving monetary support to the extremely poor families to respond their immediate needs, and social development, breaking the intergenerational poverty cycle by investigating the health and education of poor children through programs such as health checkups for pregnant women and children aged 0 to 5, deworming of school children aged 6 to 14. Enrollment of the children in daycare, elementary, and secondary schools, and family development sessions. Ang 4Ps ay may dalawang layunin bilang pangunahing programa sa pagsugpo ng kahirapan. Una nito ay tulong panlipunan, pagbibigay ng suportang pera sa mga mahihirap na pamilya upang matugunan ang kanilang agarang pangangailangan. Pangalawa, pag-unlad ng lipunan, pagsira sa intergenerational poverty cycle sa pamamagitan ng pamumuhunan sa kalusugan at edukasyon ng mga mahihirap na bata sa pamamagitan ng mga iba't ibang programa. What are the requirements for applying for 4Ps? The requirements to be a beneficiary of 4Ps are the following. First, must be a resident of the poorest municipalities based on the 2003 SAE or Small Area Estimate of the National Statistical Coordination. Second, household economic status must not be above the provincial poverty level. Third, those that have 0 to 18 years old children and or with a pregnant member of the family when the assessment was made. Fourth, those who are willing to meet the condition that is specified in the 4Ps program. Mga kinakailangan para maging benepisyaryo ng 4Ps. Una, dapat ay residente sa isa sa pinakamahirap na munisipalidad. Pangalawa, katayuan sa ekonomiya ng sambayanan ay hindi dapat mas mataas sa probinsya antas ng kahirapan. Pangatlo, yaong may 0 to 18 years old, matatandang bata at may buntis na miyembro ng pamilya noong ginawa ang pagtatasa. Pang-apat, yaong mga handang tugunan ang kondisyon na nakasaad sa programang 4Ps. Who are the beneficiaries of 4Ps? Beneficiaries are objectively selected through the National Household Targeting System, also known as listahan, which is based from a survey of the physical structure of their houses, the number of their rooms and occupants, their access to running water, and other factors affecting their living conditions. The beneficiaries of the program should be: first, household whose economic condition is equal to or below the provincial poverty threshold. Second, households that have children 0 to 18 years old and or have a pregnant woman at the time of the assessment. Third, household that agree meet condition specified in the program. What are the grants of 4Ps in the Filipino peoples? So yun na nga, ang mga benepisyaryo ay talagang pinili pamamagitan ng National Household Targeting System, na kilala rin bilang listahan, na batay sa isang survey ng physical struktura ng kanilang mga bahay, ang bilang ng mga silid at mga nakakatira, ang kanilang pag-access sa umaagos na tubig, at iba pang mga salik na nakakaapekto sa kanilang kalagayan sa pamumuhay. Ang mga benepisyaryo ng programa ay dapat na mga sambahayan na ang kalagayang pang-ekonomiya ay katumbas o mas mababa sa probinsya. Pangalawa, mga sambahayan na sumasang-ayon na matugunan ang mga kondisyong tinutukoy sa programang Ano ang Gawad ng 4Ps sa mga mamamayang Pilipino.
Hello, my name is Joseph Louis Landas and I will be reporting about 4Ps.
The 4Ps has two types of cash grants that are given out to household beneficiaries. The first cash grant is health grant. 500 pesos per household every month, or a total of 6,000 every year. And the second cash grant is education grant. 300 per child every month for 10 months, and or a total of 3,000 every year. A household may register a maximum of 3 children for the program. So kailangan yung makikater lang ng 4Ps sa pagbibigyan nila ng cash grants ay yung 3 mag-aaral lang sa isang pamilya. 3 bata lang maximum. For a household with 3 children, a household may receive 1,400 every month, or a total of 15,000 every year for 5 years from the 2 types of cash grants given to them. So yung limitado yung cash grants na binibigay ng 4Ps is limitado lang hanggang 5 years. These cash grants are distributed to the household beneficiaries through the Land Bank of the Philippines. Yung binibigay ng yung mga beneficiary ng 4Ps ay may mga bank account sila sa Land Bank of the Philippines. At doon din nilalagay ng 4Ps yung pera na ibibigay nila, yung cash grants na ibibigay nila sa mga beneficiary sa bank account ng mga beneficiary. Or if not feasible, through alternate payment schemes such as Globe GCash, remittance, and rural bank transactions. Yung Globe GCash remittance is magamit mo siya pag meron kang gadget at saka internet. Madadownload mo lang yan sa App Store o sa Play Store if meron kang internet, tas maggagawa ka lang ng account, tapos doon pwede mo yan magamit para sa mga transaction mo through online. What are the programs and services of 4Ps? In education, children from 3 to 5 years old must be enrolled in preschool or daycare. Yung daycare is yan yung tinatawag na daycare center, na kung saan na nandyan lang sa mga barangay or barangay kung saan nakatira yung mga member ng purpose daycare center. Children from 6 to 18 years old must be enrolled in school and keep an attendance rate of 85% of school days per month. So kailangan yung mga beneficiary ng purpose ay di gaanong nag-absent at kailangan maging at may attendance rate sila na 85% of school days per month. In health, children below 5 years old must attend monthly visit to health facilities. So kailangan silang umattend ng monthly visit sa mga sa kung may center yung barangay nila, health facilities yung health center nila. Children 6 to 14 years old must take deworming medicine 2 times per year. So may ibibigay yung barangay nila sa yung health center ng barangay nila, may ibibigay na deworming medicine. So dapat silang tumanggap ng deworming medicine 2 times per year. Pregnant women must attend trimestral health checks during pregnancy and have a delivery attended by a skilled health worker. So yung pregnant women is kailangan silang umattend ng mga trimestral health checks. Check sila during pregnancy and kailangan skilled health worker yung mag-cater sa kanila. The benefit recipient of or spouse must attend monthly family development session. MCCT participant families are required to send their children to school either in formal or by alternative delivery mode of learning. Seek health care services in accordance with Department of Health DOH protocols and attend family development sessions. So kailangan yung mga spouse kailangan lang umattend monthly for the family development sessions o yung FDS. At yung mga MCT participant families ay required silang yung mga anak nila ay dapat nilang ipaaral sa mga formal or kahit mga alternative delivery mode of learning lang. And kailangan nilang mag-seek health care services sa Department of Health. Kailangan lang sumunod sa mga protocols ng Department of Health at umattend ng family development sessions. Rules of social work in 4Ps. The social workers in this area are the ones who monitor the beneficiary of 4Ps. So, ang rule ng social worker sa 4Ps ay sila yung nag-monitor ng mga beneficiary ng 4Ps. They help the beneficiaries with their needs and confusions regarding the program. So, pag halimbawa, yung mga beneficiaries, yung mga member ng 4Ps ay nalilito, may hindi sila alam or nag-confuse sila regarding sa 4Ps, sila yung tutulong, yung social worker yung tutulong sa mga needs ng beneficiary. They assist the beneficiaries if they experience difficulties in the family with the help of BHW, Barangay Health Worker. Yung BHW, sila yung mag-assist sa beneficiary if yung beneficiary ay maka-experience ng yung uh, yung kahirapan sa pamilya, sila yung tumutulong, yung barangay health worker or BHW. And they're the ones who assist the giving of cash assistance before when credit cards are not yet distributed. So, yung BHW, sila yung nagbibigay ng pera, or halimbawa, sila yung pupunta sa bahay ng mga beneficiary, or yung mga beneficiary yung pupunta sa barangay para kunin yung pera nila. If hindi pa na-distribute yung mga credit cards nila or yung sa land bank. They are also the ones who monitors if the family is qualified or has the requirements to be a beneficiary of the program. So yung BHW din yung nagmo-monitor, titingnan nila kung yung pamilya ba ay kwalipikado and may papakita na requirements para maging beneficiary sila ng program ng 4Ps. Sila yung tumitingin, yung mga BHW.
So as what we can see now, there are a lot of Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program beneficiaries. There are 4.4 million people receiving 15,000 pesos every year for 5 years. So now, 4Ps has a very big help for Filipino household beneficiaries. So thank you Ms. Honey and Mr. Safat for the wonderful explanation about the first core program of Dswd. And again, let's give them a round of applause. And now let's give a big hand to our second pair of guests to explain the SLP or the Sustainable Livelihood Program.
So, what is SLP? The Sustainable Livelihood Program or SLP is a capability building program for poor, vulnerable, and marginalized households and communities to help improve their socioeconomic conditions through accessing and acquiring necessary assets to engage in and maintain thriving livelihoods. The Sustainable Livelihood Program is a community-based program which provides capacity building to improve the program participants' socioeconomic status. First, it supports microenterprise to become organizationally and economically viable. Second, it links participants to employment opportunities. Next is, what is the main goal of SLP? The objective of the Sustainable Livelihood Program is to reduce poverty and inequality by generating employment among poor households, and by moving highly vulnerable households into sustainable livelihoods and toward economic stability. Next is, what is the eligibility requirements of SLP? The following are the criteria that determine eligibility of referred individuals or walk-in clients to be provided with SLP assistance. First is at least 18 years of age. However, for Microenterprise Development Track or MD Track, the eligible individual or walk-in client may be at least 16 years old, provided that a consent from parents or legal guardians should be submitted to SLP. Include in the listahan and tag as poor or assist as poor through the administration or households assessment form or HAF or SLP means test. Issue with certificate of eligibility or COA as proof that the referred individual or walk-in client underwent the required process as specified in these guidelines.
Good day everyone, I'm Dswd'S and today I will discuss who are the beneficiary of sleeps. Okay, first is poor household and second is primary, the beneficiary of the Pantawid Pamilyang which account for 80% of the participants. The last is other beneficiary are poor families identified by the Listahan National Household Targeting Registry. What are the program and services of SLAVE? Okay, individual receive allocated funding for training. Participant and train at private technical vocational institution or through the government's technical education, the skill development authority TESDA. Eligibility is 18 years of age or more. Okay, give support to microenterprise to become organizationally and economically sustainable. Participants have assist to funds and training to set up their own microenterprise. Eligibility is 16 years of age or more. Roles of social work in slave. Okay, the importance of social protection system to build resilience among Filipinos is emphasized in the 2017 to 2022 Philippines Development Plan (PDP). Since 2011, the Philippines Department of Social Welfare and Development (Dswd) has focused on providing opportunities for income-generating activities and livelihood development through the implementation of the Sustainable Livelihood Program SLEEP.
Thank you for that great and wonderful explanation, Miss Jessa and Mr. Paul. So now, huwag na nating patagalin pa. Let us all welcome Miss Cruzal and Miss Shella to explain the Kalahi seeds. A round of applause, please.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to Dswd'S. For now, we will talk about the Kalahi CIDSS. So, what is Kalahi CIDSS? Kalahi CIDSS stands for Kapit Bisig Laban sa Kahirapan, Comprehensive and Integrated Delivery of Social Services. It is poverty elevation program of national government implemented by the Department of Social Welfare and Development or Dswd. The program was piloted in the Lois Quezon in 2002. It was then rolled out in 2003. Kalahi seeds employing community-driven development or CDD as a strategy. Kalahi seeds trains and engage communities together with their local governments like barangay and municipal to choose, design, and implement development projects to address their pressing needs. With Kalahi Seeds assistant, communities and local government units have built schools, buildings, farm to market, roads and bridges, health station, daycare center, common services, post-harvest facility, and many others, small-scale but responsive to community-identified needs. Its expansion into a national scale of CDD operations was approved in 2013 following the decade-long experience of the program. Kalahi Seeds following the expansions and the impact of Typhoon Yolanda in 2013. Kalahi Seeds was identified as a program to support community-driven post-disaster response and development. Next is what is the objective of Kalahi CIDSS. The development of Kalahi CIDSS is to have barangays or communities of targeted municipalities become empowered to achieve improved access to services and to participate in more exclusive local planning, budgeting, and implementation. So, must have community empowerment activity cycle like first transition, then social preparation stage, project identification, selection and planning stage, then the project approval stage, and also implementation SP and O and M, plan and M and E. Lastly, what is the eligibility requirements of Kalahi CIDSS? local government units or LGU that were identified as eligible for Kalahi CIDSS implementation will need to enroll with the DSWD Regional Field Office where they are located. These are the steps that they need to follow to enroll. First, formally signify interest to participate in Kalahi CIDSS. Second, go through an assessment process to verify their readiness to implement CDD. Third, adequately comply with the conditions for participations in the Kalahi CIDSS. The enrollment process will be undertaken by the DSWD. And lastly, field offices, which will also conduct meetings and LGU forums with all eligible municipality to explain the objectives and the designs of the program and conditions for participations.
My name is Kishal Osorganza. Have a good day.
So, sino mga benepisyaryo ng Kalay Seeds? Mga mahihirap na pamayanan, mga pinakamahihirap na munisipalidad at lalawigan sa bansa. Ano ang mga programa at serbisyo ng Kalay Seeds? Ang National Community Driven Development Program ay ang pinakamalaking proyekto sa ilalim ng portfolio ng Kalay Seeds. Sa katunayan, ito ay ang scale-up ng Community Driven Development Operations ng Kalay Seeds na nagpapalawak ng saklaw nito mula 364 hanggang 847 na munisipalidad. Sinuportahan ng Government of Australia Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade sa pamamagitan ng Australian Agency for International Aid ang pagtatayo ng mga school building at daycare center sa mga lugar ng Kalay Seeds na may mga benepisyaryo ng Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program.
Roles of social work in Kalay Seeds.
Thank you, Ms. Kushal and Ms. Shala. Let us give everyone a round of applause for that great, wonderful, and informative explanation about the 3 core programs of the SWD. Thank you, Ms. Honey and Mr. Safat, Ms. Jessa and Mr. Paul, and Ms. Kushal and Ms. Shala for sharing your knowledge about these 3 core programs of the SWD. And of course, we learned a lot from it. Thanks a lot! So ano-ano nga ba ang role and responsibilities ng social workers sa mga programang ito ng DSWD? Tara, alamin natin! Social workers play an important role in helping the poor and working to eradicate poverty. One of the guiding principles of social worker is working for social justice, which lists poverty as a primary social problem, according to the National Association of Social Workers. Social workers provide assistance to the poor on both the micro or individual and macro or large-scale levels. Social workers also help the poor on macro or large-scale level by working to bring changes to social policies. They accomplish this goal in a variety of ways, such as through community organization or political action. Some social workers join committees or work directly with elected officials to discuss community needs or to suggest possible changes to specific social policies that affect the poor. They might also help influence social policies through other activities, such as organizing community protests or fundraisers. Ano nga ba ang ginagawa ng isang social worker sa 4Ps? So, the social workers in this area are the ones who monitor the beneficiaries of 4Ps. They help the beneficiaries with their needs and confusions regarding the program. They assist the beneficiaries if they experience difficulties in the family with the help of BHW or the Barangay Health Worker. And they are the ones who assist of giving the assistance before when credit cards are not yet distributed. They are also the ones who monitors if the family is qualified or has a requirement to be a beneficiary of the program. At ano naman ang kahalagahan ng social worker sa lugar ng SLP? The importance of social protection system to build resilience among Filipinos and emphasized in the 2017 to 2020 Philippine Development Plan or the PDP. Since 2011, the Philippines Department of Social Welfare and Development or the Dswd'S has focused on providing opportunities for income generating activities and livelihood development through the implementation of the Sustainable Livelihood Program or the SLP. So Seeds is one of the poverty reduction programs of the Department of Social Welfare and Development or Dswd', as a program that uses the Community-Driven Development or CDD strategy. It mobilize citizens so that they themselves have an active role in the development process, particularly in identifying solutions to problems affecting their community's poverty situations. So talagang napaka-importante ng social worker sa ating bansa, lalong-lalo na ang Pilipinas ay isa sa mahihirap na country or bansa sa ating mundo. So we have here a short video clip of 4-piece beneficiaries and will be followed by mga kwentong Seeds. Let us all watch this.
Kami po sir ay dito kami nag-umpisang tumira 1994 kaya nasa 26 o 25 years po. Meron akong 3 anak, bali 5 kami kasama yung asawa ko. Pa-extra ng karpentero. Pero sa ano naman, sa ngayon ang misis ko nasa ibang bansa.
Kasi yung first year niya po, po siya, yung unang taon niya po sa Qatar po, umabot po siya ng 2 years. Tapos ngayon po sa Hong Kong, nagkaroon po siya ng trabaho na ang contract niya po doon 2 years, pero nagkaroon po ng extended dahil po sa coronavirus.
Ay, opo sir, malaki. Sa ng tulong na agawa ng purpose, malaki, lalong-lalo na. Unang-una, sir, ang tulad ng nasasabi ko na ang una kasing pangarap namin makapagtapos sa mga bata sa pag-aaral. Nung napabilang kami sa purpose, yun ang naano ko sa mga bata na magsumikap sa pag-aaral dahil kung hindi sila magsumikap sa pag-aaral, matatanggal kami sa purpose. Ayun po sir. Kasi unang-una tulad ng nasasabi ko, anong napag-aaralan namin na paano gabayin ang mga bata, ano ang mga dapat gagawin sa loob ng tahanan at paano nakitungo sa sambayanan, sa lipunan. Yun ang natutunan na ang mga bata napalaki ng gusto at meron silang mga pangarap. Ang nanay ko ngayon, siya po ay nakapagtapos sa CL. Oo, bilang IT at sige namang namasukan sa Manila. At ngayon, meron na siyang masasabi natin na medyo nakapagnahangas buhay. Kunting inaarugang negosyo ngayon na bilang sideline din, saka pareha silang may pinapasukan ng trabaho.
Ako po si Christian Torres. Sa kasalukuyan po, graduate po ako ng maritime yan po sa Kabanatuan.
Ako si Gerald Torres po. Kasalukuyan pong grade 12 student graduate po. Magka-college po. Bala ko pong pumasok sa CL, susundan yung yapak ng kuya ko po.
Napakaganda ng programa ng purpose. Naramdaman ko at naisabuhay ko. Pero yung mga pangaral sa mga FDS, kung tutuusin kung iyo lang sa lahat ng mga member ng purpose ngayon, bigyan ninyong pansin ang pag-aaral ng iyong mga anak. Yun ang pinaka-numero 1 layunin ng programa, nakapagtapos ang ating mga anak, hindi para sa atin, kundi para sa ating mga anak ng programa ng purpose. Makikita ko sa aking mga anak, hindi na nila masundan kung anong kahirapan naranasan ko noon. gawa ng sila ay mayroon ng kahit paano pinag-aaralan. Ako wala akong pinag-aaralan, napakababa ng akong pinag-aaralan. Kaya naging pangarap namin ng asawa, nagsumikap kami, ngunit kinapos at salamat na lang may programa ng Purpose o mga lalay at maging sandata upang mabuo ang mga pangarap ng mga bata.
Hi sir, may gabi mag-interview mo sa imo karon about sa 4Ps. Kana what's yung istorya sir about sa 4Ps?
Kung kabahin sa Purpose, labi na yun sa akong pamilya, ako kayo may pagkasalamat sa Purpose dahil sumod, kami, akong mga anak, nakabinipisyo sa Purpose every 2 months. Tungod sa ilang pag-eskwela, ako kayo katabang sa ilang pag-eskwela. Sa dako kayo pasalamat sa Purpose, labi na yun sa Dswd'S, muna ni aning Purpose.
So, sunod sir, kanang unsay ka na sa social work nga imo nakita about sa 4Ps?
Kung kabahin sa social work, maayo ang ilang pagtatar sa mga pamilya na ilang katong pamilya nga nagabilisyo, ilang pagpasabot, ilang pag-interview, ilang pag-facilitate, maayo ang ilang roles, maayo ang ilang pagpasabot sa ilang pamilya, sa tagsa-tagsa, sa pamilya, sa among barangay.
So, mao sir, salamat kaayo.
O, dagan pong salamat day.
May gabi, at ang gabi ko. Mag-interview ko karon about sa 4Ps na program.
Ako naman ang
What's yung story about sa 4Ps?
okay ra kayo. Katabang, buwan sa pinansya, kaning ginagmay. Ganang pag ako sa eskwela, makatabang siya.
So, sunod, unsay ka ng role sa social work nga yung nakita sa 4Ps?
Buwan siya, kaning makatuon ka sa ilang mag-lecture kada bulan sa.
So, maaga to ma'am. Salamat.
Salamat sa Dswd'S.
And now, let me summarize the 3 core programs of Dswd. The Department of Social Welfare and Development, or Dswd, as the lead agency in the social welfare and development sector, has implemented 3 core social protection programs. First is the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program, or the 4Ps. Second is the Kapit Bisig Laban sa Kahirapan, Comprehensive and Integrated Delivery of Social Services, or the Dswd'S. And third is the Sustainable Livelihood Program, or the SLP, which are all aimed at improving the level of well-being of poor households in the country and are also construed as a direct response to the Millennium Development Goals call to halve poverty incidence by 2015. The Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program, or 4Ps, is a human development measure of the national government that provides conditional cash grants to the poorest of the poor to improve the health, nutrition, and the education of children aged 0 to 18. The Sustainable Livelihood Program, or SLP, is a community-based program which provides capacity building to improve the program participants' socioeconomic status. First, it supports microenterprises to become organizationally and economically viable. Second, it links the participants to employment opportunities. SLP is a capacity building program that helps the beneficiaries acquire the necessary assets so that they can start or maintain their sustainable livelihood activities and help improve their socio-economic well-being under the SLP. The beneficiaries are given the option to take either the micro enterprise development or MD track or the Employment Facilitation Track. Kalahi Seeds or Kapit-Bisig Laban sa Kahirapan Comprehensive and Integrated Delivery of Social Services is a poverty alleviation program of the national government implemented by the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or Dswd. The development objective of Kalahi Seeds is to have barangays, communities of targeted municipalities became empowered to achieve improved access to services and to participate in more inclusive local planning, budgeting, and implementation. At dito na nagtatapos ang topic na ito. Thank you so much everyone for your cooperation and for listening. I am Princess Daniela, your host, and this is The Buzz!